So I think, being politician, my goal is to become the prime minister and try to implement what I've been looking for.
Finally, I'm sort of glad that he hasn't won and he hasn't become prime minister, because I think if he did, I think Japan would have been changing a long time ago. Konnichiwa, minasan. Kyo desu. Please excuse the makeup on my head, on my hair. It's not coming off, so I just have to deal with it until it goes away. So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to Kono Daijin, the Japanese Minister of Foreign Affairs, to see how good his English is. One thing I can say about the man, I don't agree with his politics. I think his views on immigration will hurt Japan more than help it. And I also heard that he has some ties to the Chinese government, so, But we're here to evaluate his English because I am an English speaker, I think. So without further ado, ikimashou.
Your father had suffered from a liver disease at one point, and you donated a portion of your liver to help save his life. How is his health, and how is he doing?
Last year, we went to the hospital on the same day. We compared the numbers, the test data after the checkups. His liver was functioning better than mine. So I told him, give me the liver back.
As you know, President Trump has issued tariffs on aluminum and steel, didn't include Japan on the list of exempted countries, and has placed Japan on a watch list of nations from the U.S. perspective, conducting unfair currency practices. Does your prime minister and do the Japanese people in some way feel betrayed by President Trump after establishing this close relationship?
Well, this alliance, this security alliance between United States and Japan has lasted more than half a century. And in those 50-some years, we had a lot of trade talks. There's a lot of orange talks, or trade talks on automobile, semiconductors. There's a lot of trade issues, but it never affected the alliance at all. And today it's similar thing. President Trump talked about trade issues, trade deficit, but we are very solidly united against North Korea. And we are very solid in terms of every aspect of the security alliance. So we're not really worried about it. We are trying to send a message to President Trump that if you put US and Japan, yes, there is a trade deficit for United States. But if you consider Japan and the Japanese company in United States together, there's actually trade surplus for United States, because the Japanese company in United States like Toyota, Honda, Sony, Canon, all the other companies, they export out of United States to Europe and other countries. And their export is larger than the trade deficit of the United States between US and Japan. So if you put Japan and the Japanese company in United States, we can say there's a trade surplus for United States. So only way to get rid of trade deficit for United States is not by putting tariff on any product coming from Japan, but try to increase Japanese investment into United States, which will create more jobs and more trade, more export. So that's what we are trying to tell President Trump.
I do wonder how someone in your position, when we do have a president like ours who does change positions on various things on a fairly regular basis, is it difficult for you to put your policies in place when you don't know where our president sits on any given day?
Well, I think there are many leaders in the country, in the government, in companies who change their mind, and I think we have to cope with that. So that's the given in the reality. And Mike Pompeo and I have been working pretty well.
Yeah. What about your future? There are people who have said for a long time that you are a future leader of your party and a future prime minister. Is that something you seek?
Yes. I think if you become prime minister, you can implement what you have in your mind. So I think, being politician, my goal is to become the prime minister and try to implement what I've been looking for.
Finally, just on the personal level, Father was so gracious to me when I met him, and it was such an emotional experience for me. He had suffered from a liver disease at one point, and you donated a portion of your liver to help save his life. How is his health, and how is he doing?
Oh, he's doing great. We have a medical checkup every year, especially on liver. Last year, we went to the hospital on the same day. We compared the numbers, the test data after the checkups. His liver was functioning better than mine. So I told him, give me the liver back. But he's doing fine, thank you.
Well, for Mr. Kono, it's been a great pleasure. Thank you for visiting Los Angeles. We hope you'll come back. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So yeah, his English was very good, actually. First off, I do want to start by saying that I'm glad that his dad is doing better and that he had the heart enough to give one of his organs to his father. I know that was probably a big deal for him, so I'm happy to hear that his father is doing well. I can tell that this interviewer probably didn't like Trump too much. It seemed like in some ways he probably wanted Kono Daijin to say some negative things about Trump. And seeing as he's from Los Angeles, it makes sense because California is a very liberal state and very anti-conservative, anti-Republican, anti-Trump. So that makes sense. However, if we're just evaluating Kono Daijin's English, I think it was very well. He spoke very professionally. And, there's some rough translations here and there, but overall I think his English is very good. I'm sort of glad that he hasn't won and he hasn't become prime minister, because I think if he did, I think Japan would have been changing a long time ago. But overall, I thought his English was pretty good, and yeah, it was a solid video. I look forward to seeing more Japanese who can speak English and me give my evaluations. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, also hit that bell as well to get notified whenever we post a video. Honto, arigatou gozaimasu. Minna, kiyotsukete. じゃあね。